Ato, Leila.
Am I here?
You're just here with me.
And Mama!
Am I crazy?
We are being recorded.
Father, did I miss something?
You're
Why?
muted. I can't hear it. Oh, it's okay.
I am speaking. We
Yeah,
have
no.
Shawnee tonight, right?
Yeah, why?
Okay,
Yeah.
there's no one else here.
I just need to let him in.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm
I was
going.
worried.
No te cusia here.
At least for me, my favorite part is like the sense of community you get from the classes, because you aren't just like learning the language, you're also kind of learning the culture. It just like gave us really an opportunity to like use our brains and to interact with other people and just be social. And I think that definitely helped at the beginning of the pandemic. Yes. Hato, Lila ni tayo kopi?
Hato, Eloisa ni tayo kopi.
So, Steve, Nitesi Tho, Sawanwa Nila.
The Shawnee class really just allows us to really spend time together because there's only so much you can say on a call. So I think it's just great because now I'm here, I still have like a way to interact with Ziza and Babel. So yeah.
Aziza's my nickname.
Yeah.
And Baba was father in Italian, so.
Yeah, our mom's Italian, so we
The goal of the language immersion program is to start getting our tribal citizens speaking their language again. Particularly Steve Roach is really adamant about, he uses it quite a bit with his kids. Hato, Joe Barnes Nite Sito, Wapakamisi, Waichi Hochi Pia. My name is Joel Barnes. I'm from the White Oak Ceremonial Ground in White Oak, Oklahoma. I'm one of the seated old men up there in the ceremonial community, and I'm also the language director here at the Shawnee Tribe. Our initial thought, maybe we can Skype classes, but then along came Zoom. I think Zoom just simplified everything for us.
Because for the longest time, Joel was driving all over the state teaching Shawnee. Hato, Huesi Wapani, Nitesitho, Anastasia. And I think it's really motivating that we've been able to, push through one of the most challenging situations these past couple of years and really have our language program grow the most and have people learn the language the most during COVID. It was definitely a strange new world, right?
Awesome, thank you. Will somebody else volunteer themselves as tribute and unmute?
Oh, good, I get out of the hard one.
I'll go, but I'm not playing Hunger Games.
Evan was first. Go ahead, Evan.
Melas Pokwaki.
Melas Pokwaki.
Melas Pokwaki.
Melas Pokwaki.
Melas Pokwaki.
The language learning was the baseline of everything, but there was so much more involved in being able to kind of kid around and joke with your family and your community. Hato, Evan, Itayakopi. For me, actually, I even had my first child in June 2020 during the pandemic. And so after he was born, I even got to show him off in Zoom classes a couple of times. And I think it was great to learn the language, but it also just kind of boosted our spirits in a way that's maybe hard to describe.
Okay, Kwektanila.
Kwektanila.
There you go.
Piakila. Quilahi. Achiweto.
We saw.
Very good. Very good.
We saw.
Oh, those are tough. Can you say this word for me again? We can repeat it so maybe I can.
This one right here.
Yes, please.
Kwektanila.
Kwektanila.
It was kind of rough because we just like basically stopped leaving the house altogether. The only time we left, I think, was for groceries. And even then we got them like delivered.
And we were kind of going nuts, all locked together in a house and not really talking to a lot of other people.
We all dealt with, kind of a stressor on a scale that we hadn't ever encountered before. So the context of all of that change and all of that stress, we knew that, for at least an hour, 2 hours a week, we had this group of folks that we were going to come together and learn about language, being connected to your culture and your communities, supports your overall well-being.
To do things. So
That was an easy lesson.
no sweat.
The tribal government can only go so far, that the community is actually the one that saves language. But the community was ready. Okay. Gitesito Ben Barnes, Gitayokupi Ukma Sawanuki. My name is Ben Barnes. I am chief of the Shawnee Tribe. I'm also very proud of the way our community has come together and protected our elderly. There's been hard decisions made by our traditional community and the leaders within that traditional community canceling and postponing religious celebrations where we come together to worship because it's simply just not safe. It's given me courage as a tribal leader to look upon that and say, well, we need to reflect that value in the Shawnee tribal government, that people are more important than money. So if I've erred at any point in time, it's been out of overcautiousness.
But there is one person that we really want to recognize that really makes this all this possible and is the heart and soul of our language program. So Thadi, we want to present you with this award. It says, "Kitebelo hipe." You enliven us with all that you've done.
My whole objective is to use the language. I realize that there's not that many speakers, fluent speakers, so this is what I'm really interested in, is just to be able to pass it on to people that want to learn. But all of this stuff is just notes that I write myself as I'm sitting around here thinking, and of course they'll call me and say, hey, we forgot something, and I'll go back on there. Remind them how to say certain things, and that's what I'm doing here, just to help retain their language. And I'm very happy to be able to do that because we're losing it, we really are. Mm-hmm. So that's one of my favorite things. Since I've gotten older, I decided I'm going to do the best I can.
The strength of the Shawnee, I would say it's its tribal citizens. They make up. Without them, we don't have any of this. We don't move forward at all. So.
We've been creating more teachers, right? So that's the motivation of the program, is to slowly just create more teachers of the language. That way, we're never running out of people that know enough to be able to teach other people more of the language.
I see it as a starting point, because we'll be working on Shawnee language until I die, till I go on. So, and I hope that they will too, because it's going to be their job,
I think that it's really important for people my age and younger than me to put in the work to learn the language, because it's a million times easier the younger you are.
First and foremost, if you're a Shawnee person, all you have to do to be Shawnee is just wake up. Get out of bed. Just get out of bed. Your community needs you no matter what it is that you do. You don't have to be super Indian. You don't have to, do everything. You don't have to have long hair. You don't have to dress a certain way. You don't even have to talk Shawnee. But if you want it, it's here for you. If you want to come to know it, it's here for you.
A lot of people are afraid to start, or I tell everybody, don't get embarrassed when you say certain words, because if it's wrong, the other guy doesn't know either. So, just get it found the right way to say it and keep practicing.
Always say it, no matter who you're talking to. Always say it. You use, hato, or, salanoki kinole. It's just like people pick it up, don't realize what you're saying, even if they don't speak Shawnee. But, it gets you in a habit of saying that on a regular basis.
One of the main motivators for me is being able to talk to the creator in my own language. And so learning the structure of how to put sentences together and to, give thanks and ask for blessings in the Shawnee language was really powerful experience for me.